But you're not gonna play, you'll just ignore what your body is trying to say. I got the feeling we're playing and you're both gonna win. I think this angel's about to sin. I get excited just thinking what you may be like. I get excited, there's heaven in your eyes tonight. The Friday night are down below, burning bright. Oh baby, stay, we got all night. All night, we got all night. All night, baby, please, I can't please if I'm on my knees tonight.
There's a lot happened to me mentally through the whole 80s, the whole rocket ride of the 80s. And everybody assumes that while you're having this great success, everything's fabulous. You know, you're making money, you're got attention and fame, and you're doing something you love. But for me, my depression actually becomes a character in the book, because that's what he felt like to me. He was always kind of needling me, and at a point in my life when I really should have been the absolute happiest. One night I couldn't sleep, and I said, what am I waiting for? So I got out of bed and just started typing, and I didn't write it to be Mr. Popular. And I'm very proud of it, but I'm also very nervous about it. But songwriting I'm truthful in. That's how I write songs, and that's the way I've always written songs, and so I wanted to show my life. First came to the States when I was 21. I came because I thought I'd gone as far as I could in Australia. And at the time, a lot of bands were going to England because it was easy for Australians to get into England, and much tougher over here because of the visa restrictions and everything. But I was determined to come to America because nobody else had so far from Australia. I've been traveling all my life because my dad was in the Army. I've been to England and back, and I'd gone to Vietnam. I was a pretty travel kid at that point. I was kind of scarred early on by a relationship with my very first dog that I had to leave when we went to England. And it was incredibly painful to do that at 9, 10 years old. And I think that put a hole in there somewhere that I'm still trying to fill. You know? I started acting and actually started making money as an actor, but not a lot. You know? I mean, I was just kind of getting by. And then I got a band together and started playing at a restaurant, playing top 40 at a restaurant to make money too. So I stayed pretty close to where I wanted to be. I was just kind of on the fringes, you know. You know, I just kept writing. I mean, things kept blowing up in my face. You know, I'd get bummed about it, and then I'd refocus on what I wanted to do. I'd just gotten General Hospital while they were still deciding whether or not to release the record. I was so burned out at this point by record companies not coming through and nothing really happening with my music that I just said, well, I'll take this General Hospital gig because I need the money, you know, just in case the record isn't released or is released and bombs, you know. And then they both took off, you know. I mean, General Hospital, I'd never heard of the show, and suddenly it became the big show of the summer, you know, at the same time that Jesse's Girl was being picked up and played on the radio, and gradually people put the two together, that the doctor on the soap opera that they liked was also the guy that sang this song, and it really kind of ignited the fuse. Hi, I'm Rick Springfield, and I am the author of Late Late at Night, which is only fair because it's my autobiography.